Well, I suppose first of all, then, from a general sense, what do you put the recent upturn in form down to?
I think that comes down to like the processes that we're doing every day in training. Obviously, we've got like a style of play that we work to. Everyone needs to know their rules. We've had a roles to play. Sorry, there's been a lot of new players coming in. It was always going to take a while, and I still don't think we're quite there yet. But we're obviously picking up better performances, picking up more points, and trying to gain some momentum now.
The manager's just been talking about the way that you get at teams now. The pressing as a team is better. So now that the rewards are coming with that, and you're knocking off teams like Crawley, who were otherwise doing very well, must give you a great sense of satisfaction.
Yeah, definitely. I think you want to see the things that you're sort of working on in training and watching on the video sort of come out on a Saturday or on a Tuesday in a game. And I think it has been, and we've been sort of stifling teams, not allowing them to play, which is a big part of our game because obviously we want to dominate. And I think it was a huge confidence boost for us on Tuesday to show that we can sort of really get in teams' faces.
How much has it been about a mentality change to play that way then?
Yeah, I think it is. I think a lot of it comes with belief, like the inner confidence in each player to sort of fulfil their role in the team and have that confidence to go out there and do it, because it is a pressure situation for everyone, and we're a big club in this league, so we're going to have to do that every week.
And well, fans who speak to us use phrases like, well, it's coming together now, and etc. Do you as players feel like that as well? Because you almost have to check yourself sometimes and go, well, it's still quite early days.
Yeah, definitely. I think we need to keep sort of reminding ourselves that it is still early. We are still a new group together, but you're not going to get all the time in the world to have it come together. You've got to do it as quick as possible. So, yeah, I think it's positive, and we are getting there, but obviously we've still got a lot to work on.
What about you? Obviously came here to play regularly. So now that you're in the heart of midfield with Close and Rowe most recently, what's that like to be part of that trio?
Yeah, definitely. It feels good to be like sort of a mainstay in the team at the moment. Obviously, you've got to earn your right to get in the team, and then you've got to keep it. So it's always difficult, but yeah, it definitely feels good to be in there.
And that trio, if you like, if we're just looking back a little before looking forward, when you've got Rowe next year, he brings great balance to the team. Obviously, Close has come back and equally had a good impact. Yeah,
I think we all bring something maybe different in the midfield, but we all complement each other well. Even with the midfielders that aren't playing at the moment, Big O's played a huge role when he was fit in the team. So has George. So we're really strong in midfield. So it's difficult to keep your place, but we're doing well at the moment.
And yeah, for the guy that's got the shirt, because we chat to players who maybe don't have it and go, well, do you want to get back in the team and all that type of thing. So for the guy that holds the shirt, how much are you always kind of aware that someone's breathing down your neck?
Yeah, I think you've got to be aware, but that's the nature of the game. There's always going to be someone ready to sort of step into your shoes, into your shirt, so you've got to keep top performance in these pressure moments.
And the fact that you've been able to do this as a squad without key players or just players who might be able to come in to deal with fatigue issues, injuries, etc. When they come back, there'll be even a greater competition for places.
Yeah, and I think we all knew that coming into this season. I definitely did. We were going to have a big squad, a lot of competition, but that's what you're going to need if you want to fight at the top of the league. So it sort of comes hand in hand with that. If you want to be up there, you're going to have that problem.
And yeah, do you guys still feel, because there was a lot of talk about Doncaster Rovers quite rightly and the manager coming back and all of the feel-good factor. Then there were a few under par results at the start of the season, but because it's still early, do you guys still feel, the playoff push is still in the mind, etc.?
Yeah, of course, and I think the automatic push is still in our mind, but as much as the fans want us to get off to a great start, we do as well. Just because it has come slow doesn't mean it had to. We could have got off to a great start, but we would have had to keep our feet on the ground, so to speak, because there would have been cracks as a new group. We weren't settled together. It didn't happen. We didn't get off to a great start, so we've got to build and carry the momentum through now.
So next up then, Stockport. Huge challenge, isn't it, away from home, and they equally are flying high.
Yeah, another good team, poses us another big threat, just like Crawley did the other day, but I think we've shown that we can battle, and we have done better against the top teams so far, and we need to keep doing that and again do that against every other team in the league.
So, thank you.
Zain, just what's fresh in my mind then, is it a challenge for Doncaster moving forward to perhaps bring their A game against some of the sides that aren't as fashionable in this division?
I wouldn't be able to tell you why, to be honest, why it's been we've sort of played better against the teams that are up the top, but it's definitely something that we need to sort of work at, because no games are given in this league, and just because we're a big club and we've got really good squad together doesn't mean that any game's going to get handed to us. So yeah, we definitely have to work and have that concentration level for every single game.
Why do you think it is you've been able to settle here and start to enjoy yourself again?
I think there's a lot of reasons, really. I think one is the players. I think the players really welcomed me from the start. Obviously, I came at a difficult point in the season. There was a lot of injuries, maybe a low feeling around the group, but I was able to slot right in and feel welcome. The staff also last season were great with me, so new staff this season. And the fans also, and I know it's a big thing at Doncaster. I've had it before at some other clubs, but here, before you get to every game and after every game, there's a lot of fans waiting to speak to you, and I speak to them now on quite a personal level, and it's a nice thing when you're not living at home and you're far away. It's quite nice to have people to talk to.
Have you moved up to South Yorkshire? Have you?
Yeah. I live just by the racecourse. Yeah.
How do you find living up here then?
Yeah, I've loved it. Like I said, everyone's been really welcoming. It's a really nice area for me and my family to live. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, you're up here with your family, are you?
Oh, my son, yeah, lives with me. My mum, family, dad, they're all up here at different points. Everyone loves it up here. Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of stuff? I was going to ask you, what do you get up to away from football? But I presume your little boy keeps you busy.
Yeah. So it's mostly things with him. Take him to go and see stuff, Yorkshire Wildlife Park and whatever. There's loads to do.
Yeah. Who's your best mate at the club?
Best mate. There's loads of best mates. I'd say John Taylor stays at mine quite a lot, so I'm probably closest with him. But I'm close with everyone. We're quite a tight bunch.
Yeah, you came through at Chelsea. I was wondering if you came through with anyone of note who's since gone on to a great career.
There's been a few. Ola Aina is playing for Nottingham Forest now, I think.
Okay.
He's done really well. I think Jeremy Boga probably was the one that stood out in my age group, and I think he's playing in Serie A now, maybe at Atalanta. But yeah, there's a lot in and around that have all done stuff. There was a huge stockpile of players back there.
Yeah, I saw at Brentford as well. I was looking through who you were coming through. There was some guys there that have gone on to solid professional careers as well.
Yeah, probably I'd say Chris Mepham most notably, but there was also a young goalkeeper, Ellery Balcom, who's been in and around League One, League Two on loans, but he's doing really well there now as well.
Yeah, how have you found playing in League Two? Because I know you played a lot of your career in League One. What's it like to come down a division? Can you sense a drop in quality? I know you're disrespectful.
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily think there's that much of a drop in quality per player. I think there's quality throughout all the leagues, but it does seem that each league is just styled a different way, and it gets more physical the lower down you get, and I don't really know why that is, because a lot of the players who play in League Two could play in League One or potentially the Championship quite easily, but it's just the style of the league. The pitches might have something to do with it, even though the pitches have been great for the early part of this season. But it just seems that set pieces and the physicality is what this league is based on, how games are decided. But the quality per player is not that different.
What are you finally then expecting tomorrow at Stockport? What sort of test?
I think it will be high intensity. I think that the crowd will get them going. They'll push them through. I think they like to create a lot of chances at sort of speed. So I think we've got to try and dictate the speed of the game and also not give them any time on the ball. I think we've got to go at them and make it feel like sort of we're the home team. Take the crowd out of the equation.